Okay, let's look at a short sleeve shirt. Okay, so short sleeve shirts should be easier, of course, because well, they're shorter. Okay, again, it's the same pattern though. You want to first look at it with your plain eye, look all over, of course. Then you want to feel. Again, the reason why you feel is because sometimes shirts can have stains like a glue stain or even molten plastic stain. So it might not make a hole in the material, but you can feel how hard it is in some areas. And you don't want to sell a customer a soft shirt with a couple hard areas on it, right? That's going to get you some problems already. One other thing too, this is an Izod shirt. And so Izod's pretty popular shirt there. Typically they're made, this one's made in Pakistan, but they're also made in China as well. So this here is their logo. That's the Izod logo. So Izod's pretty popular. So when you list this shirt, you want to make sure in the heading, not the description, in the heading it says Izod first as well. Izod should be the one of two of your first leading words as you describe this shirt to anybody, for your site. Okay, underarm test again. See the underarm there? Looks pretty good if you ask me. Not bad. Underarm test over here, of course. Not bad. No problem there at all. Okay. Now, the buttons I checked really quick. Buttons are nice here. This shirt's got nice buttons, so no problem at all. You can turn it over. And again, you're going to do the same thing again. You want to look at it, of course, look at it. Take a check at it, right? Look at it. And then you want to, of course, feel, right? You want to feel. You're feeling for anything that's hard, you know, to make sure that your buyer doesn't have a problem with you later on that's going to cause you to have a dispute with the item that you sold, okay? And you'll know because, well, you've done your own QC work. That's how you know, right? Trust yourself to do this work ahead of time. Underarm check there, looks clean. Underarm check here, clean, okay? And then we're going to go over here. We are going to look at the ring around the collar, right? That's a big deal. Yes, you can wash out ring around the collar, you can, but sometimes they get pretty bad, you know? So you got to look at this and say, do I want to really wash this shirt 2 or 3 times just to sell it? So this shirt here passes muster. This would be a good shirt to sell. Okay, at the end of the video here, stay tuned to the end of the video. We're going to put this online. We'll look at some comparisons for the same products here I'm showing you in this video right now, okay? Stay tuned. So I look at every hole here. Look at them all. And then we have one here. That's horizontal, which is normal, of course. This is for a business shirt. And you're looking here for any stains in the front. This is a left front here. So you're looking. But you're also feeling the material too. Make sure there's not any hard stains, because sometimes stains you might have on the shirt, they can't be seen, right? But you can also feel for stuff. Sometimes shirts might have glue on them. You can't always feel it, you can't always see it, but you can feel it though, right? Another thing I always do, underarms. Sweat happens here, right? You always want to look at the underarm part of any shirt you have. Look for any discoloration. This one looks pretty good, but you always want to look for that. Now, I tell you before, you always want to tell people what's going on with your items that you buy for sale. But if shirts have a lot of discoloration, I don't bother buying the product because it's hard to explain to somebody how it got there, right? The discoloration. So for me, to save me a headache, I don't even buy shirts with a lot of stuff here, shall we say, on the underarm portion, okay? This is the left side. Then what I do, I open it up, and you just want to look at it, you know? You want to get a real good look at this shirt here. Make sure you understand it. You inspect it, look at it really well. I'm looking for any kind of discrepancy, any kind of hole, mark, how it feels. You know, you want to do all this to your shirts because what you're trying to avoid is having your item returned or someone unhappy because you did not inspect your product before you sold it, right? Again, the underarm area here. Again, I'm looking at that for you. So make sure it's also clear. Let's turn it over again. Now we're also going to do, this is the button side, so we're going to do the feel test for sure. You're feeling it, right? Also make sure each button is secure. Okay? You always want to do that. Again, you're feeling for it. Here we go. Over here, the underarm test again on the outside. This was the inside, right? Now the outside, okay? Make sure it's there. I always do the sleeves last, so I take the sleeve out here. And again, you're just feeling for it, right? Make sure it looks good. Look for any fraying here, of course, see that? Button check, of course, as always. I always do button checks, that's important. Other side here, of course. Sleeve check. Feels good. Buttons, of course. There we go. Now here's a biggie, guys. Ring around the collar. Okay, yes, it can be washed out, of course, but you want to check because some rings are difficult to wash out, right? So, not bad here. Looks pretty good. Okay. And there we go. That's how you inspect the shirt here before you sell. The reason why you're inspecting a course, again, is to just avoid having any kind of headache once the buyer gets your product. You want to make sure that you are going through, you're being your own QC person to make sure you give a good product to the person, okay? There we go. Okay, now we're going to do the pants. Now, I did this angle kind of weird just to show you how I do the pants inspections. And the first thing you see some lines here, you know, where people sit. Remember, your pants are going to be used products, pre-owned mostly. You might find some new ones here and there. You might want to do your store as a new store with new jeans or whatever, but most of your eBay clothing products are not new, they're pre-owned. So you want to look at these lines here. Make sure it's not too many of these lines here. They just make for, they just don't look as good on pants, you know. So make sure it's not too many lines here, okay? The thing I'd immediately go for on pants is the zipper and the button, because zippers get used and abused, right? So you want to make sure it works up, it works down. Because the reason why I tell you this is because when you post this, you're going to say, zipper has been tested, it works, okay? Because you can tell them when you bought the product, the zipper worked great. This button here, I notice, is missing two of the holes do not have thread in there. See, there's 2 threads missing, 2 threads that are there, okay? Either you can fix this before you sell it, or don't sell it. Don't sell it this way, say 2 buttons are, you know, have thread and two don't. Don't say that, that's just lazy work. Fix it yourself if you want to, or you can have it fixed, or, you know, make sure you fix it before you sell it. That's all I'm telling you. Don't send it out like this. That's just not good work, okay? This is an Old Navy 4430 straight leg here, soft washed. So make sure this goes into your description part. It hasn't got to go in the first headline, right? Old Navy should, right? Straight pants should too, but size can go, you know, in the description part. But Old Navy is a very popular brand. People know it. It has name recognition, so that's going to be to your advantage, of course, right? So you go down here, you look at the pockets here, of course. Look at the pockets. They look pretty good here. I'm going to keep on going down here. What do I always tell you, guys really got to remember this when you go to these stores, you buy this used product, the crotch area. A lot of times these areas are rubbed out. People walk, of course, right? And it rubs, you know. If this looks thin here, don't buy it. Don't buy it at all, because you cannot fix this area. If you sell somebody a thinned out crotch area like this, they're not going to be happy with you. So don't buy it if it's thinned out, okay? Make sure you keep yourself safe. This keeps your reviews high. This keeps people happy. Also, make sure you have your return customers. This here too, you can see, look, it's not bad at all. Pretty good looking if you ask me, right? Same thing over here too. Not bad at all. Pretty nice looking there, okay? These pants are not too bad. You only just have to fix the button there so far. Let's look at the back though. Of course, here we go back here. Now, if there is a button in the pocket, nope, there isn't. So good. The pockets look good as well. Not bad at all. You want to look here again, the back of the crotch area, of course. That's good. And then here, you always want to look at the pants as always. I like to straighten out here, of course, like this. Look at it, look at it, look at it. See there? It's not bad. And the same thing here, of course. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Yeah, this isn't bad. This is the only thing I would do. I would probably throw in, no, not probably. I would definitely throw in those two buttonholes thread in there, fix it up real quick, and sell it. And that's all you got to do, okay? All right, stay tuned for some price comparisons now. Okay, so here we see a really close rendition to the ones that I bought. These here you see sold for $23.75. The ones that I bought cost me $4 even. Mine are advertised under $21. As you know, I'm always trying to get at least twice the amount of my investment. So here I'm going to get a little bit more. So it's a pretty good investment, and I'm sure it's going to sell within probably not more than 30 days. This was the adhere shirt that I had also. This one is an exact rendition to the one that I bought. This one here sold for, as you can see, $9.99. I bought mine for $1.50. So I should easily make my twice profit, probably 3 or 4 times. But as you can see, this is a pretty good deal too. You will see this a lot of times if you guys just look around a little bit, okay? And this was the Izod shirt. As you can see, it sells pretty well for $15. I bought mine for $2 even. So as you can see, once again, I'll get twice to 3 times the amount I invested in. Brand names really do well on eBay. So just look around, you guys. Take your time. You can do the same thing I'm doing right here. Just make sure you inspect all your stuff, okay? You'll be fine. Take care and thank you. And please subscribe. Have a good night.